Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Lunchtime with Heavy Cardboard, where we, well, play fillers. That's what we're doing today. Something you can do with your coworkers at work if you have an hour-long time. Today, considerably shorter than that. So, I'm your host, Edward Euler. Happy to be joined partner, friend.
Jess.
You forget your name?
Chris.
All right. It's going to be that kind of day today. Today we are bringing y'all Neos from designed by Team Scion and published by Scion, Japanese publisher, originally published I believe in 2009. So welcome everybody watching live around the world as well as after the fact. Before we get started, big thanks to all of our 757 patrons who helped make all of this possible. So thank you. A special shout out to Jonas Vanderbroek and say thanks for choosing to support the show. Really do appreciate it. Quick reminder, if you guys like what we're doing here on the show, don't forget, subscribe down below. Maybe hit that thumb. It helps the show. Definitely appreciate it. You want to join the rest of the herd, you can go to pledgehc.com. Support the show there. So Neos, I think we first played that, or at least I first played this a year and a half ago or so at one of the local game groups here before I moved here. And before the first game of it was over, I went ahead and bought a copy because one of the guys had an extra copy, like for a few bucks. It's really hard to get apparently now, so I apologize for that. But yeah, fun, simple little card game that you can play. If you're blue collar, you can play on a lunchtime because this will fit in that amount of time as well.
Yeah.
Because when I used to punch a clock on the wall, yeah, we got 30-minute lunches. We didn't get hour-long lunches. This is one you can actually play and still have time to eat. So yeah, you just played this for the first time today.
Yep.
Pretty easy pickup.
Yep, I'm expert already.
All right, so if you guys are ready, hopefully y'all are, let's get into Neos. So I'm not even going to bother bringing the chat and the cameras down. This is a very simple game. So Neos is a game about making sets of connecting ribbons as well as different sets of different color cards. On our turn, everybody has 6 cards in their hand. We're going to flip over one lead card, and there's going to be 2 letters at the top, and those letters go from A to F. Whatever those colors are, you must play one card to your tableau matching one of those letters. Easy enough. If you don't want to or you can't, you can discard one card out of play, and then when you're done, everybody draws a card. We're going to flip another lead card. We're going to do that 12 times, and then we're going to go into scoring. Scoring, and the reason the skill or the goal of the game is to make sets of 3 different or more light-colored cards. So, in other words, there are blue cards, there are yellow cards, there are red cards, there are green cards, etc., etc. So you're making sets, left or right paths, if you will, sets, contiguous cards. That's the word I'm looking for, of 3 of a kind or more. Those will score you 5 points at the end of the game. But you'll also notice that there are ribbons. Anytime when you make a ribbon 3 or longer, it's going to score based on what number, what letter ribbon it is. 3 if it's an A, 4 if it's a B or C. If it's a D or E, it will score you 6 points, and if it's an F, it will score you 7 points at the end of the game. You can score ribbon and color of the same cards if they are at least 3 or more of a group. If you have 2 separate sets of blue cards, as long as they're broken up by a different card, they will count as individual sets. And the only other thing is when you play a card to your tableau, every successive card must go to the left or to the right of the existing card. So you can't ever go in between. And that's how you play Neos. It's that simple. It really is that easy. So that said, we didn't figure out first player.
Doesn't matter.
There isn't a first player.
Simultaneous, right?
I know. You guys passed. Well done. So place your bets now on who you think will win. Full disclosure, Jess won the earlier game today.
By 1 point, not by much.
I'm going to set the over-under on 2.5 glory to realms, but not to each other because we're not doing anything to each other, but
That
strictly
leader card.
to the draw or to the leader card. So to the game. So that said, good luck. Here we go. All right.
Okay.
So first card, lead card.
A or C.
A or C, you have to play. So let me organize my hand of cards.
I have
and
so many choices. What shall I do?
I detect sarcasm. You know what? I'm going to do exactly what I said don't do. There we go. So I played an A card. It's a blue card. It has an A and an F ribbon on it. So that's where I'm starting. Okay? How many of you guys have ever heard of this game up until we talked about playing this? Yeah, and after you play, you can draw a
It
card.
doesn't really matter.
This is not going to be a long stream today.
Nope.
All right? All right, so everybody played. So Jess and I both played A's. Chris
I got a
played
C.
C, so we're legit good going into the second one. An A or an F card.
Really?
You know what? I'm going to do exactly what I said don't do, which I tried to do in the last game.
Are you doing the same?
I played an AF card. It's identical to that, but a different color.
Oh gosh, this is so bad. All right. Which one? Which one? Which one? All right, I'm gonna go here.
And yeah, you can do what Jess is doing, which we'll probably end up doing because it's gonna end up being 12 cards, or lay them out like this. So here we go. Third card. D or E?
I had a plan.
Definitely.
Well,
And remember, you can always discard if you wish.
but then,
No, I think I have to play that. Yep.
all right.
So I'm going to play this.
yeah.
There. As you can see, I'm going for same color cards. Well, hold on. Now that I mentioned that. You know what? Play that instead. It's got an E. We're good. And
3,
Jess
4,
played.
5. I gotta play.
Yep. And I got to draw one. You'll always have 6 cards at the end of your hand. Everyone's good. So fourth
do it.
card. A or C.
This works.
I feel like you're biased there, Jesse. All right. Hey Tim.
Okay.
Welcome back, Jeff.
Getting this one out seems good.
Oh, that's the one I wanted.
Yep, it
That's a
ruined
perfect card for
everything
me.
now.
Well, there goes that. I am not doing well.
He who laments the most generally wins.
So I hear.
I'm not lamenting enough.
Lament more, Chris. Lament more.
Yes. I hate my options. All right, everyone have 6 cards?
Yeah.
All right, card
Flipper.
number 5. A or C?
So I can't do that thing that I want to do. Oh, that's tricky. Because that would be that.
Looks like polygraph, the card game. I get that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Or a seismograph.
EEG. That's what I was going with.
Well, I mean, you are board game dog.
I
That's
don't.
right.
All right, so we said A or C.
We did. And you draw, Chris?
I don't know. I think I did. Yep.
If you all lament, we need a lament mixer. Boom, boom.
Okay.
All right,
What's our
we're
next
good.
one?
Here we go. So, card number 6. C or F. Don't mind if I do. Thank you.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay, now we're gonna have to condense a little bit.
C or F, huh?
Yep.
So I can get that one over there. Oh, they're the same.
Hey, Brian.
I guess I'll go for that completes. Oh, that completes the 2. C or F. I'm gonna go for that F.
More graphic stocks in an 18XX. That's funny, right?
Gee. All right.
So everyone.
Good lamenting. Good
Yeah,
lamenting.
so now I'm all right. All right, now I'm ready.
All right, everyone have 6 in your
Yes.
hands?
Yes.
All right, we are going for number 7.
Yes.
C or E.
Oh, you're so excited. All right, this isn't bad. Oh, this isn't bad either. Except that that's better. And I can't play that one yet. So C or E.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
Everyone draw? So everyone should have 7 cards played.
Yep.
Okay, number 8. A or B?
That's a lot of options.
So I wanted to try to do this.
I'm playing so badly on
So
groups
that's
of colors.
A or B, and that's bad. So I can't do that. So over here,
Because that's only worth F.
what could I do with an A or B?
You know what? Let's get greedy.
Are you gonna get greedy?
Do this.
Do I? I don't know if I did. Yeah, I'm going to get greedy.
Ooh.
No doggy.
I don't know what to put there. Oh, you know what?
I know it's not a graph of my stocks because it's not going downward.
I don't know. Since January, things have been on the upswing. Oh. A or B. B. So I
you
could
go.
do that.
Remember,
No,
it's
that's right. I
groups
want
of
to do
3.
that. And I want to do...
Right.
Oh, wow, mine is terrible here. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, guys.
All right, I'm going to do that.
All right, so it should be 8 played down, 6 in your hand, number 9.
B or
B
D.
or
D and
D.
D. This works.
That works for me too.
Yeah, that works.
A lot of work. Huh?
All right,
Mm-hmm.
so that's 9 cards played, 6 in your hand, number 10. 2 left after this. Charlie or Echo? Echo.
All right, so I wanted to try for that, but is that better?
Wow. One option
Doing...
does nothing.
Oof, the only way to finish that is that.
Luke, I
C
think,
or E?
Luke from Australia. See what I did there? It said I would spend the entire game straightening my cards. I am terrible at this for getting it straight for you
so
guys.
that's
trying, Luke.
fine because
Sorry.
I'm not going to get there.
There you go.
Do I go for the 4?
Yeah, something about matching color. Hey, I'm just saying, there finally is, okay? All right? So
All
the
right,
yellow and the green are pretty
C.
close to one another, just FYI.
I think I'm
but
just going to go for
this
the
is yellow.
5.
These 3 are green.
And then go for the 6. Okay.
There's
so
2 more
C.
after this, correct?
There are, in fact, 2 cards
Okay.
left.
Jeez.
Oh, but that would complete.
I was going to discard a card then.
Wow, didn't want to mess up either side, huh?
Right, he's waiting for something. You can see
Okay.
it.
It just
Alright.
didn't, I had 1 card to play. It did nothing for me.
Yeah, I might as
Okay.
well. That's the thing, right? I might as well take these points.
Hey, you're in.
There's points. Oh wait, that's not a C or an E.
Hey, you'll get an email from me tomorrow, by the way, Yaron. Okay? So apologize for the delay.
Oh, so I could do this one. but I would lose those points.
So everyone should have 10 cards played?
Yep.
Nope,
That
Jess
one.
still has not.
I know. I'm just going to take the points. Okay, so that was E.
Okay.
Go.
Penultimate card.
Be a good one. That
A or
works.
C?
We like it.
I don't say that I do.
I'm good with that.
But that is an A. Okay.
All right. Last card.
A, C, or D.
Yes. C or F. Which I don't think there's anything that I can play that matters.
Yeah,
On this
I think
last one.
I'm in trouble too. I set that up wrong. I can't complete anything over there, and I don't have an E. That's a C or an
Doesn't matter, but we'll go and throw that down.
Harga. Oh well, I want to make it pretty. We got C or F. C doesn't do anything. I'll pretend I was. I'll pretend with this.
All right, so that's the end of the game. Cards in hand don't matter. So here we go. I'll go ahead and score mine first, since it seemed nobody was on my end here. So colors, groups of 3 or more colors. So I have one group for 5 points right here, these greens. So that's 5. Then it's a matter of ribbons. So that'll be 3 for the A, which is 8. 3 for the A, which is 11. 7 for the F, which is 18. 6 for the E, which is 24. 4 for the C, which is 28. And 3 for the B, or 4 for the B, which is 32.
That's excellent.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent score. So there you go.
Complain and Sue's all the complaining.
32.
Yeah.
So Chris, go
All
for
right,
it.
let's see. I have this 3 green, 3 blue, so that's starting at 10. I have 3 C's and 3 D's on both of these, so that's 10 more.
Wow,
4 and 6,
well
that's
done.
20. Then this line of A's here will give me 3 more, 23. 3 E's here, 6 more, 29.
Yep.
3 B's is 4 more,
33.
33, and 3 more for these A's is 36.
Leader in the clubhouse,
All right.
Chris. There you go.
2 sets of colors, so that's 10. I have 2 B's and a C, so that's 12. So that's 22. And then I have a D, which is 6, so 28.
Wait, no, you don't.
D. Oh, I thought I did. Okay. Where was that? 22?
22.
Plus 7 for the F.
29.
Yes.
All right.
That's it.
So Chris wins.
36.
Yes.
32, 29.
Yep.
There you go.
That's it.
That's the
And that,
game.
folks, is Neos. There you go. Quick little lunchtime filler game. You could always play, if you want to make it longer, you could play it more than 12 cards. You could play best 2 out of 3. You could do however you want to do that. So, Chris, today was your first time playing it. What'd you think?
Yeah, like I was saying before the stream, it was fun. I mean, you're not just playing cards automatically, right? You have some options, you're thinking a little bit, and it's certainly an enjoyable time, right?
Right.
I went, sure, if someone wants to play this 5-10 minutes, why not?
Right.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, it's
Right?
perfect for in between games, or to start a game day, or to finish a game day, like a palate cleanser. Is it super thinking? No, but there is agency to your decisions, right?
Yeah.
I probably, if I didn't discard that card, I don't think I would have got, like, I would have lost maybe 3 or 7 points, maybe even at the end there.
Strategic discard.
There
Yeah,
you go.
that's that
I mean,
too.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
options.
So, what'd you think of this?
No, I enjoy it every time we play. It's frustrating, so you know there's some agency decision because you're like, I did the wrong thing. Why'd I do that? It was interesting to see that play out with you discarding and seeing how that impacted your score, because I don't think we've delved into that a lot. We always try to play every card that we have in our hand. But yeah, it's a tiny little game you can bring with you, so travel sized, bring it to a restaurant while you're waiting for food, play a quick little game. So simple to teach. You know, the rules overhead is none. Like you're 2 types of set collection. Really easy.
That's the rules, and honestly, I think they could have cut that in half.
Yeah,
Right.
well, and it's
Honestly.
translated from
translation, right.
Japanese, so it's missing some words, and you're still fine. Like,
Yeah, right,
you
yeah,
got
yeah,
this
for sure,
So
right.
yeah, a really quick little game. So
Yeah, and it's, you had mentioned that the missus would enjoy this, right?
For
And
sure.
I think this is a good game. I think it's pretty. Just the color palette. I like the ribbons on it. It's simple aesthetically, but I also think it's a pretty game, so it can draw in non-gamers.
Yeah.
And there is a fair bit of luck because random draws, right, in there. Kind of like Mark says, not for me. Okay, fair enough.
Well, but
I
you
get
can
it.
plan ahead with that too, especially with the double letters that are coming up. So you can try to look at your hand and say, okay, if I leave this side open, I have 2-letter options. I can go for ribbons. This side I go for colors. So it's interesting to see different styles as you keep doing it. Like this time I went for ribbons. Last time I went for color sets. But you can't say that one is better than the other. So it's not just a thing where you're like, oh, this is how you play this game, because it depends on how the cards come up. So that's a place where that randomness makes the game interesting every time.
Mm-hmm.
That's like replayability randomness versus just random randomness.
Yeah, you're not just, like I was trying to say, I think, maybe I'll try to say more eloquently, you're not just playing a card down, because I knew I wanted to get a string of A's at the end here, so I was trying to diversify the other letters with my A's
Yes.
in my
Yep,
hand,
same.
so that
Yep.
I have more options when the card gets flipped over that I might be able to play it.
Right, and that's where I'm
So,
thinking in
yeah.
first blush, you see this and you're like, oh, that's too simple. But honestly, when you're looking at those 6 cards in your hand, so you have some insight, you know what's come up, you're trying to guess what might come up next, but you're really not going to know, what 2 letters.
But giving yourself options.
Giving
is
yourself some wiggle room, which I didn't do this time. You were saying you weren't doing very well, and Chris was able to open things up and even see where he should discard a card. Yeah, there's some strategy there, and it's tiny and can fit in your bag. So, it's not BIOS Origins. It's not some huge thinky game that you're going to dive into, which obviously I would always prefer to play. But we're not bringing that to a restaurant to eat while we're waiting for, to play while we're waiting for advertisers.
No. We'll eat on that table. This table's
There's
fine.
tables for the game. So this is, there's a place for something like this you can throw in your bag. And personally, I always like to have a game like this on hand and kind of a series of them to go through to pull out and play a game and start a conversation when we're out.
Plus, here's the way I see it: is this a must-have by anybody? No. But we like to try and highlight games that you're not going to otherwise hear about, because I asked you guys during the play, how many of y'all had heard about this? I don't think anybody had.
Yeah.
So just putting games on your radar. They're not all going to be ones that match for you and your group, but it will for somebody. So there you go.
That's the point.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe down below. Go one step further. Support the show over on pledgehc.com. Join us over in the Slack channel when you do so. There are other benefits that you're going to get, Patreon rewards, which actually are going to be getting sent out here very soon, and the other benefit is we upgrade our equipment. So we're looking at getting a PTZ camera for the show to help bring some of the bigger games for you guys to be able to view a little bit better. If that happens, when that number hits 800. So we definitely appreciate your support over on pledgehc.com.
I can't tell you how great the Slack channel, though, is. If you enjoyed joining in with these streams and getting into the chat, being able to be in Slack and talk about a lot of these, and a lot of the things that get streamed come up there first, where people in the herd are talking about them, making suggestions, bringing them to our attention. Yeah.
There you go. So we'll catch y'all tomorrow night with Santiago, another old school bidding game that I was told fell out of favor. I'd never played it until a couple weeks ago and loved it. Really big fan of it. Hopefully you guys join us for that tomorrow night. So we'll see you then. I'm Edward.
Jess.
I'm still Chris.
We'll catch y'all later. Have a great rest of your day. We're going to, now, speaking of which, we're actually going to dive into BIOS Origins. So we'll see y'all later. Take care.
It's right there.
It is. Right there.
Dive in.
I know.